So Steve Reed has come out now and saying he's going to scrap ofwat. Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant, because they're a complete waste. And he's going to come up with a bigger, better plan. Now, that to me shouts out ulterior motive. And I'm going to explain why and how it works. I'm on a lot of water systems, drainage boards, etc. through my job. Now, there's something out there called the right to connect. And that is that a developer has the right to connect to the water supply for any developments. The water companies have been fighting for years to get this overturned and say, look, we're at capacity, we can't cope, we're full. We cannot sustain any more supply, but even more importantly, they can't deal with a lot more waste. There's something out there called sludge cakes. And that is when all the sludge leaves the sewage works and whatnot. It's supposed to be baked, dried out and spread onto farmers' land. Now, a lot of farmers have stopped taking that for two reasons. One, because of the way this government are treating farmers, and you can hear the dogs playing. So the farmers have said, if the government are treating us like shit, then we're not taking their shit. Simple as that. And number two, with all the chemicals and toxicity and whatnot, what is in sewage these days, we don't know what is going on the land. So farmers are refusing to take it, which is backing up the water supplies and the water companies' waste even more. If every farmer stopped in the country taking sewage cakes within 32 days, the whole of the UK would be backfilling and everybody's toilet would be overflowing. So the systems really are at capacity and are full. But the water companies aren't allowed to say, we're at capacity, we don't want any more. Not allowed to say it because the government won't overturn that decision and give them the right to protect you. So, ulterior motive, I believe. Steve Reed's going to bring this new thing in, and it will just be housing everywhere. And I say it's ulterior motive. But the interesting bit is what a lot of people don't know, and I don't care about disclosing anything, you know that. I'm here to protect my industry, my people in my industry, and my constituents. And this is what happens. The water companies cannot say we're at capacity, so water seeps out, sewage seeps out and gets into the rivers. The Environment Agency then prosecute the water companies because obviously the Environment Agency is run by government, so the government get the money. So by the government not allowing the water companies to say we're full, when the water companies pollute the rivers, the government earn money off that, off the fines. See now why he wants rid of ofwat. He's going to bring a different system in. And I am not, by no means, I am not supporting the water companies. They're all as bad as each other. Pay the shareholders, do this, do that, when they should be indeed updating their systems. But even so, with systems updated, the capacity would still be at capacity. So everyone's going, oh, good old Stephen Reed, look, he's doing this, he's getting rid of ofwat. Now look out, because to put the wrong phrase, the shit's going to hit the fan now, because I'll guarantee you this new thing is going to start up, ain't going to be in the favour of us, the public. He will be. Right now we're in control. Build. And the water companies cannot say no. Though they want new reservoirs building, that's more farmland took out of production, more green space took out of production to store water. Fucking brilliant. All these millions of gallons of water that these reservoirs are going to supply houses and that with water. They should not be allowed to build a reservoir. The government should be turning around and saying, do you know what? Instead of these billions, what these projects are going to cost, let's update the sewage system so that you can cope with what we've got now. Not in 5 years' time when we've got another X amount of million houses in the country. Now. Because until that happens, none of us are safe from flooding and sewage releases. See you later, guys. Ta-da for now.